this is just my sitting chair. I do a lot of thinking. Most of my songwriting consists of thinking. Like I write half of the song, I think about it for like days, and then I think about it again. It makes me a vampire, so it gives my dark and brooding thoughts, but this is my thinking chair. I just kind of sit here and I look this way and I think, or like this way and I think. This is the thinking chair. Hi, I'm Colin Griffis. I'm 16 from Tucson, Arizona. I'm currently at a boarding arts school up in Michigan called the Interlochen Center for the Arts for singer-songwriting. That's kind of my entire being. I play guitar good. I remember taking like guitar lessons when I was really young. I took like 2 at a guitar center and kind of dropped out of the picture for a while. I was actually just coming back from a soccer tournament and I was like on the couch, had my EGs, and we had the TV on and it was America's Got Talent and that Grace Vanderwaal girl won and I went, I could do that.
Oh my God, no, you have to have this. Other than that photo being my favorite photo in the album of Finn, is from feeding a goat. Oh no, I still have my ears though.
So this is 7th grade me. Haven't really been a musician since I was like 3. So a 4-year hiatus from really much music other than trumpet. 7th grade me, I get that old ukulele out and I learned to play ukulele. And then I played ukulele for about a year. And then in the middle of 7th grade, I bought my first guitar. Moment that was kind of like, kind of laid the mortar and I was like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. It was this one night that my parents, we had just watched the musical once. And that night they showed me a couple songs that like they would play for me when I was a kid. And then it was just so cool listening to them again. And I just adore those songs. It was Ocean by John Butler, People Get Ready by The Frames, and Little Black Submarines by the Black Keys. And hearing all those in one night was a lot of stimulation to handle. When I heard that Ocean song, because Ocean is an instrumental song, but that song's an open tuning and I got introduced to that and I was like, whoa. So that I spent hours on end just practicing some of the techniques. I guess the most significant moment I can remember is sitting down on that couch and just learning Ocean, like sitting here, setting up my little computer here, and sitting like this and just watching and monkey see, monkey do. That kind of continued, like I would be playing every day for at least an hour up into freshman year.
There must be some way out of here, said the joker to the thief.
I remember doing a song for our December coffee house, and that song was called Wait a While. I don't remember any of it. I remember it was pretty good. It sounded like something that Hosier would have written when he was like 12. But I played that, and got someone to get a good recording of it, and it was fun. It went well. I submitted the Wait a While song, that recording that I did at Coffee House, to Interlochen, and then I got into the camp, and I was like, sick. I remember learning about it in Spanish class, because I wasn't paying attention the rest of the day. And then COVID hit, and that was kind of like a Molotov cocktail on gasoline. I was playing for 6 to 12 hours a day. Then everything shut down, so I couldn't go to the camp, naturally. But then they did it online. So I did the online program, and I wrote a couple songs there. I remember I was tasked with writing a protest song. Then I wrote another one called Untamable, which was kind of a comedic song, because I was always into the more lighthearted stuff. I was like, okay, I'm going to the camp next year. I did not write a single song. Like, I did not complete a single song from the time I went to that camp all the way to the time I got to the in-person camp.
I tend to just draw things when I can't write, but I just want to get stuff into the notebook. I enjoy drawing because I'm so bad at it, but I don't care how it comes out.
Everything that I came out with, I was like, that's shit, that's awful, get it out. And I would write and then I would like throw it all out. And that was a very stressful time, and words definitely failed me. I got quite good at guitar. I got quite good at writing things not necessarily that are the most technical, but are also emotional and can be like, actually, like I've kind of processed my feelings through the guitar. So it's kind of an extension of myself at this point.
We got the quote page. Nothing too precious, no effort is wasted if there's passion. You need not be worried of what is to come. Content first, pyrotechnics second, consequences third.
I get to the camp, we get a story song assignment, and I could have done anything, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do something that means something. And I was like, And I sit down, and I just kind of like think for 4 days, and then boom.
Anna's made of
I mean,
glass.
obviously Anna's made of glass, not true, because I don't have a daughter. But like that was I saw that grave, and I was like, all right, what would it be like? What would I say? What would it be like to lose a daughter? Granted, I know I'm inexperienced, and this is 16-year-old me talking, but like, it's art. We create to create.
You'll come back to your mother in the summertime when the leaves on the dogwoods go red.
Realistically speaking, That's On Me doesn't matter. That's the other one I wrote at the camp. But like, that song basically got my audition into Academy waived. And then, yeah, the head of the contemporary music division, Miss Courtney Kaiser Sandler, lovely woman, she was like, yeah, we want you here. And I was like, okay, let's do it. This is where the fun begins. I effectively only really wrote 2 at Academy, and they were actually very difficult to write, but Break Me In might be my favorite. I wrote it off of 2 lines. I kind of birthed this whole story from 2 lines, which was the idea of the line, will break me in, and then the line, she's always wearing sundresses in another man's clothes. Because I really like those things that are not necessarily using poetic language, but are inherently poetic, like that line. And I was like, all right, dance and spin. And I was just like thinking, like, what are good words? What's a good thing for something that could tie well with sin? I landed on forsake. So dance and spin, forsake and sin. Something, something, break me in. I started the first verse in the sense of like how I've noticed that people have a tendency to be like a more calmed, not necessarily calmed down, but they tend to be slightly different when they're talking to someone that they're into. And then the lines are, you're a poet around me and a joker at home, but because like that's like around me you're super, because I tend to be a little more poetic and delicate of a human being, and then it's like, but I'm very brash back home. So I did that line almost about myself. You're a poet around me and a joker at home, but what do you think about when you're alone? So it's like, okay, but what do you, like, but what is the real you? You see, it's all about like tying stuff together, like, okay, yes, song. She makes her deals with daybreak, insomniac, downing a single shot of spark, and I became acquainted with her favorite places to go and get lost in the dark. And then the next verse is where we dance and spin, cheat and win, because instead of lose and win, that sort of thing. And that's the only time I say cheat in the entire song. I'm like, this is the one little bone I'll throw. And that's the song. It took me a long time, and it's about many different people. And yeah, it's like, it's not like about one, it's hard to write about just one person and one thing sometimes, because it's like you exhaust all of it and you're like, shit, out of ideas. The whole music industry is, you get a lot of opportunities, and some of them are going to be huge and some of them are going to be tiny, and some are you're going to fall on your face, and some you're going to do great. I think what genuinely happens next is like this semester is when it's kind of going to start. It's like continue refining skills, get better at producing, release as soon as possible. And then I would love to kind of jump over college and go to a Nashville or something. I might try Austin. Austin's pretty good. But no, I really don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna screw it up a good. I'm confident in 50-50 odds for me. But I'm confident that in the moments where I do terribly, I will get back up and I will keep moving forward and I will try again.
Going down on face, trip on turns of phrase. We're all killers. A rolling stone gathers no moss, but at what cost? What luck favors sinners?